Hello everyone, how are you all? Welcome back to Sonika's history class. Today we are going to start with print comes to Europe topic. In the previous videos, we have till now seen print in China. Wood block printing, how it was invented in China, then it traveled to other parts of other East Asian parts. Then we have seen print comes to Japan. There we saw that how it diversified and all. Then also we have seen one different kind of art form which was ukiyo. Then we studied that also. Now we'll see that how print comes to Europe, because till now we have seen print in China and here in Japan, these areas only. Okay, now we'll see that how from these areas it traveled to now Europe. Okay, so let us get started. Now Chinese paper reached Europe via Silk Route. Already now paper was also invented first in China. This is Chinese paper. It reached Europe through Silk Route. What is this Silk Route? Silk Route is nothing like, silk is all there on the road and it is too silky or, that luxurious, something like that. No, it is not so. Silk Route, as it is given here in map, okay, it was a route, or you can say route only. Yes, we call it route. This via which silk commodity, silk cloth, okay, type of fabric, silk fabric, it was taken from China to Europe, okay, as this red line shows here. Now Silk Route was also connecting with Indian these parts, okay, then Middle East countries, okay, then it reached Europe, okay. So the route through which silk and other commodities from China and also covering parts of India and other Middle East countries, that route, okay. So all these commodities, they reached Europe. So first this route was invented for silk only. That's why this route is known as Silk Route. Okay, so through Silk Route, not only silk, tea, etc., but also paper reached Europe. Okay, so Chinese paper reached Europe through Silk Route. Now paper made possible the production of manuscripts carefully written by the scribes. Now as now Europeans also had access to paper, so now it made production of the manuscripts possible. Okay, now what are manuscripts? We all know these are handwritten, beautifully handwritten books. So now they were written by the scribes, because if there was no paper, then manuscripts could not exist. So paper had already reached China through Silk Route, and now manuscripts were written in Europe by scribes. Scribes are who? Who are scribes? Scribes are the people, those who copy something in beautiful handwriting. Okay, now copy is an art which most of you might be knowing. Just mostly by most of the students, they try to copy during exam. It is just to write whatever is you are seeing. Okay, that copy. So this was done beautifully by the scribes in beautiful ornamented handwriting. So this is all. So means the first paper reached China. Paper reached Europe from China, okay, through Silk Route. So this already started the culture of writing manuscripts by the scribes. Now, then in 1295, Marco Polo, he was a great explorer. I have also taken map here. Marco Polo also, we have seen not only China, visited so many countries. This red line shows, okay. First red line, it is showing when he was coming to these countries, okay, what all countries he has visited. Then this green line shows when he was going back to Europe, okay. So Marco Polo visited so many countries, the same way he visited China as well. So Marco Polo, a great explorer, returned to Italy after many years of exploration in China. He stayed in China for so many years. He explored so many new things which were not there in Europe. As China already had the technology of woodblock printing, Marco Polo brought this knowledge back with him. As we have seen, Buddhist missionaries brought the woodblock printing system to Japan. In the same way, here it was Marco Polo who brought this woodblock printing system back with him to Europe. Okay, means he stayed in China for several years, learned this art or many other explorations he did, and then he brought the same to Europe. So now you have seen that how this woodblock printing was introduced in Europe. It was through Marco Polo, a great explorer. Then now Italians began producing books with woodblocks and soon the technology spread to other parts of Europe as well. Now, as we said that print comes to Europe, initially which part of Europe? We have seen only Italy. Now as it reached Italy, so now from Italy it did spread to other parts of Europe as well. Now Italians started producing books with wood blocks, and then this technology spread to other parts of Europe. Now till now, this woodblock printing system, it was not so widely spread in Europe, or it was not used so extensively. Luxury editions were still handwritten. Luxury edition means books which were written for high society or nobility or aristocracy and clergy and all, or the family of king and all. So all those books, they were still handwritten in very expensive vellum. Well, what is vellum? It is a parchment made from the animal skin. Okay, so these luxury books, they were not made from paper, with that paper which we make from wood, but it was made from animal skin parchment. It was written on that. Okay, for aristocratic circles and rich monastic libraries. Monastic libraries means monks live in monasteries, right? So for monks and all, or for aristocratic circles or rich societies, books were still handwritten and they were written on vellum. So, and also one more interesting fact, Marco Polo, as I said, he explored so many things in China, not only this woodblock printing, but also he brought pasta to Italy from China. Now pasta was already there actually in Europe. Okay, so what pasta we are talking now? Initially, when pasta was already there in Europe, and Chinese people, they were used to eat noodles. Around 1,000 years back, this system started in China, eating noodles. Not system, actually this culture, they started eating noodles. But pasta in Europe, it was not such kind of pasta as we see it today. Okay, it is dry and we can store it. Okay, it was to be cooked within the same time. But now they learned from the Chinese noodles that the pasta could also be dried and it could be stored as well. Okay, so pasta was renewed with Chinese noodles, and this is just for your, if few of you are feeling hungry, so you can think of pasta. So this is what our today's video was. Okay, in the same topic we will continue in the next video also, that how then from woodblock printing, new technologies, or you can say how Europe welcomed, or whether this system was successful in Europe or not, could it meet the demand of the market and not. This all we will see in the next videos. Today's video was all about this, that how this woodblock printing system reached Europe. Okay, then there what happened, we have seen that it reached Europe, but still after introduction of woodblock printing, luxury editions, means for rich societies, for monks and all, books were still written on parchment which was made of animal skin, and it was still handwritten. So in the next video we will complete this topic, because if we take the whole topic it becomes too long and you might feel bored. So see you soon in the next video. Take care. Have a good day.